Hey everyone, my name is William Jarrett and I'm a student athlete, and this is my persuasive speech on how athletics improve academics. Picture a high school student waking up early for class, battling hours of homework, and somehow still making it to practice after school. While some might assume sports adds too much pressure or take away too much time in your day, research shows that student athletes often outperform non-athletes in the classroom. Almost every one of us has either played a sport, attended a high school game, or knows someone involved in athletics. Even if you don't play, the bond between the sports and academics impacts you because student performance determines scholarships, school rankings, and our educational system. If you're not getting those scholarships, somebody else is. As someone who has researched the effects of athletics on education, I have found evidence from academic journals, educational reports, and real-life examples that sports directly benefit student school success. While sports are often viewed as distractions from academics, athletics actually improve student performance by strengthening discipline, enhancing mental abilities, and motivating students through support systems. To begin, let's look at how sports build discipline that translates into the classroom. Here we have a young man doing weightlifting. Takes a lot of discipline to do that. And we have somebody planning out their next week, it looks like, with time management. Both things that are very necessary to have when wrestling with sports and school, and work in some cases. Student athletes must balance practices, games, and schoolwork, forcing them to master the time management. Also, like I said earlier, work can be fit into the piece as well. I know plenty of student athletes who work on top of school and sports. A study from the Journal of Youth and Adolescence found that athletes were less likely to procrastinate on assignments compared to peers who didn't play sports. Maybe the peers are distracted by video games or whatever they do other than sports. But athletes, you have to stay in check in order to do the sports and do school. From my personal view on this, teammates are often keep each other accountable, reminding one another how to stay eligible by maintaining grades. Like I said, if you don't have good enough grades, you won't be able to play the sport and you'll be stuck in the classroom failing your academics. Beyond discipline, sports also affect how well the brain itself functions. Here we have quick decisions in both of these sports, basketball and soccer. You need quick decisions, whether it's going to pass the ball, shoot the ball, whatever you're going to do. And critical thinking. You need to know where you need to be, when you need to be, and how far up on the court or the field or the pitch, whatever you want to call it, you need to be. Physical activity improves blood flow to the brain, boosting memory and concentration. Many science studies have shown that. Regular exercise has been linked to higher test scores and GPA in multiple studies, including one by the National Federation of State High School Admissions. If you keep moving, your brain's going to keep moving and your body's going to stay healthy. Everybody needs a healthy body and a healthy brain. For example, sports like soccer or basketball require quick decision making, like we talked about, which mirrors problem-solving skills in academics. Many problem-solving skills you need are like in math or science, and you need those to have good grades in those classes. Discipline and brain power are crucial, but perhaps the most underrated academic benefit of sports is the motivation students gain from their teams and communities. Here we have a group of students who are working together. This could be in the classroom or out of the classroom. We always can use support in whatever we're doing. Life is just easier that way. Here we have a support system. Looks like a father and son. It's always good to have a parent who supports you in your academics and in your athletics. And it doesn't have to be a parent. It could be a grandparent. It could be a family friend, any peer who you could have help with. And here we have school spirit. Who doesn't love school spirit? It's always good to cheer your own team on. It doesn't matter if you like that sport or even play that sport, but it's always good to have school spirit and cheer the team you root for. Student athletes must meet grade requirements to remain eligible, which creates academic incentives, like keeping your grades up. Coaches, teammates, and families often push athletes to stay focused in the classroom. All of these supports are helpful. A University of Kansas study revealed that high school athletes had higher graduation rates and were more likely to attend college compared to non-athletes. Funny how that is. So while sports may look like just a game, the academic payoffs are undeniable. Personally, I've known many people who've gotten scholarships or full ride scholarships even to colleges. And who doesn't love going to college for free? Athletics do that for you. If you're good enough, that's how you get to college for free. Or you can get it through academics, but athletics will improve that too. It's better on your resume. I had a brother who he was struggling with his math grades and he played soccer at the same time, but he learned to work with both of those together. He got his grades up, he was able to stay on the team, and he did well to finish out the season. Though sports are sometimes blamed for distracting students, athletics actually improve academic performance by building discipline, sharpening mental skills, and giving motivation through supportive networks. If you're a student, consider joining a sport or staying involved with athletics. It could benefit your GPA as much as your health. And if you're a parent or teacher, encouraging athletic participation isn't taking away from academics, it's strengthening them. Sports don't just build athletes, they build scholars. So the next time someone says sports are just games, remember, they're also powerful tools for academic success. Thank you for your time.